Hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Cubbage, and it is Wednesday, and it is Etiquette class. Etiquette class with Mrs. Cubbage is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram, or you can email them at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. Also partnered with Danetta's Avon store. There you can find all of your special Mother's Day items. That's right, Mother's Day is on the way. So check out youravon.com/Danetta Hardy and make sure you tell her that we sent you. Well, today, as you can see, well, actually, by the time you see this, I guess I should say, by the time you see this, Mr. Cubbage and I will be back home, but we are currently on a train, and I'm not going to leave that going for too long because some people might get dizzy. But we figured that today would be a good time to talk about train etiquette, traveling on a train. Number one is if you are talking to someone, just kind of like I'm doing right now. Well, first of all, on the Amtrak, they do not allow FaceTiming, believe it or not. I know, and I kind of look like I'm FaceTiming right now. They don't allow you to, you obviously talk too loud because you don't want to disturb the other passengers. They don't allow you to be on the train by yourself, and instead of putting your luggage and bags and things in an overhead, like in this overhead area here. There's an overhead area here, and there's some spaces for larger pieces up front. If you don't do that, they know that people are going to try to put the stuff, especially if they're traveling alone, in the seat next to them. They do not allow you to do that. Okay, that is not allowed. Another thing that is not allowed, which is very interesting, we're learning a lot being on this train. When you go to the bathroom, you want to make sure that you go before, at least before at some point, they shut off the train and do a switch, I guess is the best way to say it. When they switch tracks and they switch, the way that they're going, I guess that's the way they do it. They shut off the lights, the engine, everything is shut down. And you basically are not allowed to, you could get up and move around. As you can see, it's a little bumpy. The ride's a bit bumpy and a bit loud. As you can see, it's kind of tossing me to and fro. But I digress. But when they do that, when the train stops and goes black like that, they do not want you really moving around and about, and they do not allow people to go into the bathroom. So one part of the etiquette would be to make sure you go to the bathroom once they start announcing different stops. This stop is coming up. This stop is coming up. And they will let you know when it is that they are going to turn off the engine and kind of get reset. So keep that in mind. Also, can I find it? Yes. Right here. If you are not, well, there was a person on the train that was sitting in here from New York to probably Harrisburg, I guess, and they were sick, really, really sick, hacking and coughing all over the place. And at one point, they were right back here, right behind me. And since they did not have, I'm assuming, a mask, or just wanted to make everybody sick around her, Mr. Cubbage and I decided to put on our masks. Now, since the pandemic is over, but those of us over the age of 3 have actually lived through a pandemic. Now I don't believe that it is socially unacceptable to see somebody in a large space that wants to protect themselves and to protect you as well, no matter where you might be, right? And maybe, just maybe, you don't want to get sick, right? It would be nice. And remember this, if you're sick, and being a teacher as well, if you're sick or your child is sick, stay home. Now, I get it. Tickets on the buses and trains and airplanes and stuff are, aren't cheap. They're not cheap. But these are. Save yourself and save someone else, please. One more thing I did want to let you know. Please try to be on time for your train. We made it just in time. As you can see, we are on the train. But these trains will leave on time, on their scheduled times. They may end up somewhere a little bit earlier, that kind of thing. But you must, especially in the main, whatever the main spot that you pick it up in, it will be on time and it will leave on time. So be expecting that. So try to get there at least, in my opinion, no later than 10 minutes. That way you can find out where your train is supposed to be boarding and all that. You're not running around, a train station trying to figure out where you're supposed to go. Okay, so just a couple of little things, a little bit of train etiquette coming from me. This is Cubbage. I hope that you learned a little something, and I hope that if you don't necessarily want to drive further distances, especially, not that we mind driving far distances, but if you want to go into a place like New York where you don't really need your car, you could do a lot of it walking. But you may want to just get on the train, let someone else do the driving, get to your destination, come on back. I hope it's all good. So I just wanted to give you a few little tips about that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you follow all of our social media platforms and all of our shows and even our audio shows. Make sure you check us out this Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. We plan to be right at home when you see us. So make sure you shout me out and let me know what you think about this video, because on Saturday we're going to be talking about our trip to New York and just all the fun stuff that happened. So thank you so much for joining me today. Have an amazing Wednesday. I'll see you again really, really soon.